Alright, so it is 8:05 PM, dah 8:05. So my dear friends, salam sejahtera, ni hao, good day. So welcome to Excel Automation Webinar. Jadi pada hari ni kita akan belajar bagaimana kita menggunakan Excel untuk automate reporting kita. So right now, I'm going to show you something. So kalau kita lihat dengan lebih teliti, right now I'm sharing to you one inspection report. So of course, if you have some of your friends or relative yang kerja dalam bidang quality assurance, so dalam quality assurance there is a reporting on quality control yang check bahan mentah, raw materials and so on. So this is not only a dashboard, dia bukan sekadar dashboard whereby I click this, dia berubah, when I click this, dia berubah. What it is actually, yes, kalau QA pun boleh. So what does it mean is, this particular reporting not only makes a dashboard presentation, dia juga boleh membinakan satu update. So what you're looking right now is, my dear friends, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, mahasiswa, mahasiswi, rakan-rakan, this report menunjukkan QC, Quality Control Inspection Report as of 1st July. So what I'm going to do is, saya akan pindah kepada folder saya ni. So dalam folder saya akan klik mana-mana file ni. So I'm going to select all these files. And bila saya masukkan ke dalam folder ni, so I masuk ke dalam folder, and then what I'm going to do is, when I go to my Excel file ni, I go to Excel, and when I click update, so bila saya tekan update, anda akan lihat dia akan ada some changes. It will have some changes in the reporting. So apabila saya tekan update, so of course this kotak will open. I'm going to press OK, and automatically anda akan lihat akan ada perubahan kepada 5 Julai 2026. So I'm going to show you again how I do this magic. That means, let me show to everyone. I'm going to go to this folder over here. So dalam folder ni kita ada 6 Julai, 7 Julai, 8 Julai, 9 Julai, and saya masuk ke dalam folder ni, and then when I go and click here update, anda akan lihat dia akan ada perubahan. Dia bukan sekadar updating the data, dia juga boleh tekan email, and when I tekan email, anda akan lihat kita boleh email terus. So of course we do have one sender. Kita boleh email to this person, your manager or your supervisor, with the attached PDF and saying the words and so on. So I'm not going to send an email, but I'm going to show you how we're going to email automate the reporting. So let me just send to everyone again. So tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, wait, let me just admit some of us. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select these files, contohlah sampai 2nd August, put it in the folder, and then when I just click update, automatically dia akan update terus. So this is basically Excel automation. Dia melibatkan banyak benda kita akan belajar sebenarnya. So my dear friends, if you can hear me, you can type number 1 in the chat box. If you can see the screen, sila type number 2 in the chat box. So right now, kita akan pindah kepada topik Excel automation. So let's get started. Let's learn about Excel ni, how we can automate this reporting. So if you can hear me, you can just type number 1. And if you boleh dengar suara, you can lihat pada screen ni, sila type number 2 dalam chat box. So you can type number 1, number 2 if you can hear me and can see the screen. Alright, so macam ni. So thank you very much everyone for attending this session virtually. Pada hari ni, hari Thursday night, so you can actually watch Netflix, or you can actually go to Mid-Valley or go to anywhere, but you choose to attend this session virtually. So for that, terima kasih. But now, let me just go and teach you what you need. First thing is, you need an Excel file, not WPS, not Google Sheet. What you need is an Excel file. What Excel file? Anything on Microsoft Excel 2016 or 2019 onwards. I would suggest 2019 onwards. But if just say you have Excel 2016, should be fine. So first thing is, apa yang kita akan belajar adalah, kita kena kenal pasti what Excel we are using. What version of Excel we are using. What version of Excel. Kedua, kita akan belajar adalah Power Query. So what is the use of Power Query? Ketiga, kita akan belajar Pivot Table. Dan keempat, kita akan belajar conditional formatting. So bila dia nampak nice, so that I want to share to my manager. Dan kelima adalah VBA. And then number 6 is the touch-up, the cosmetic, the touch-up and improvisation. So first thing is, what version of Excel? So to know what version of Excel, kamu kena klik file. So where is file? Over here, there is a ribbon called file. My dear friends, kita kena klik file and kita kena klik account. Kita kena klik account. So you can either click more account. So what, let me show you. I click over file and I going to click account. Kat mana account? Sebelah kiri, the second last item. Over here, there is a word called account. So when you click account over here, anda akan lihat, you will notice that what version Excel you are using. Either you are using Excel 2021, Excel 2024, Excel 2019 or Excel 2016. So this one over here will indicate what version of Excel you are using over here. So depending on the version, baru you boleh guna Power Query and so on. Because if you are using 2016, the interface will be different. So sekarang ni kita akan belajar Power Query. So right now, kita ada satu case. You see, now when you register for a webinar, or whether you have some aspiration, maybe some of you maybe for your future job, or some of you for your current job. In this case, kamu sebagai member finance team, kamu you are required to collect and combine monthly reporting. So kamu kena combine the monthly reporting, jadikan sebagai satu source, and then kamu kena buat analysis, dan kamu kena finally prepare the report, send kepada management. So you need to automate this reporting. So apakah report kita? So jom kita lihat. So rupa-rupanya, I'm going to just select one of the file. So report kita adalah yang ni, whereby we do have the number, we do have the claim date, kita ada pekerja, ID pekerja, nama pekerja, email, expense category, expenses description, receipt number, amount, sama ada the pekerja membayarkan menggunakan credit card, company card or reimbursement, and what is the status and so on. So what you are looking right now is a claims report. What is a claims report? Contohnya, a pekerja who works in Ernst & Young, Deloitte, KPMG or any other company, when they travel to other state, when they travel atas urusan kerja, they need to claim. That means they use their own money, or they can use the company card to claim for travel, meals, mileage like touch and go or oil, and then office suppliers, menggunakan duit sendiri and then claim from the company. So right now what I want to do is, I actually want to combine. Saya sebagai pekerja, saya kena combine all these files into one single report. So how to combine all these files? Kita akan menggunakan Power Query. So let's get started. So now let me go to the notes over here. So sekarang ni kita akan belajar menggunakan Power Query. So why we use Power Query? Power Query adalah satu tool dalam Excel yang boleh import data. Boleh import data, and dia boleh consolidate all the files, all the data into one report. So kerja kita ni, kita nak bukan je nak import, kita juga nak compile. We want to consolidate. So the question is how to consolidate. Number one is, kita kena guna mouse kita, klik data. If you don't know where is data, kat sini ada file, kat sini ada home, kat sini ada insert. Over here we have formulas. Data is over here. So my dear friends, if you can see data, can you type number 3, nombor 3 dalam chat box, kalau kamu boleh lihat perkataan data kat sini. So over here there is a data. So what you do is, I will suggest you just see this webinar, then later when I give you the recording, you practice together. Because now when you practice together, it's a bit hassle, because you need to minimize the screen or you need to look at two monitor. What I'll suggest to you is, you lihat dulu, just watch this like how you watch a movie, and then you just learn. So number one is click data. Data, and then after you click data, you can click get data. Bila you tekan get data, what you need to do is, kamu kena tekan from file and from folder. Okay, so let me just admit you are one of the peserta. Okay, so ni macam ni, kita klik data, kita klik get data, kita klik from file, kita klik from folder. So data, so over here I tulis data, this is data, get data. Kat mana get data? Over here there is an icon called get data. Kat mana? Dia bukan sebelah kanan, dia bukan kat tengah-tengah, dia sebelah kiri. Sebelah kiri means left. On the left hand side there is an icon called get data. So tekan get data. Over here saya tulis from file. Over here saya tulis from file. Where is file? Over here is file. Item yang kedua ada file, and over here ada folder. So you click on the folder. So you click on the folder, and then what I number 2 is, number 2, bila kamu klik folder, satu kotak akan keluar. A box will appear, and what you need to do is you need to choose the folder. Sebenarnya my folder ni, the folder I want to choose is claims. So you need to know where you save the claims. The claims I save dalam desktop, dalam 20 August, dalam claims report I save claims. So you need to know which is the folder. So you kena choose the folder claims. Once you choose the folder, another box will appear. Lagi satu kotak akan keluar, and dalam kotak tu kamu kena klik combine and load. Combine and load to. Combine and load to. And then number 4 is you kena pilih the worksheet. So another box will appear, and then kamu kena pilih worksheet claims. So you need to pilih the worksheet claims worksheet. After that, last kali is another box will appear, and you need to choose pivot table. You need to choose pivot table. So this is the steps on how we can import data and consolidate all the data into one report. So let me show you. First thing is I click data, then I click get data, then from file, and then from folder. So file, and then I'll click on folder. So when I click folder ni, anda akan lihat, you will notice over here a box will appear. That means bila anda tekan the folder, satu kotak akan keluar. Again I repeat, a box will appear, kotak akan keluar. You need to go where you save. You see here, my dear friends, sometimes ada orang save kat document, ada save kat downloads, ada save kat desktop. So you need to know where you save. So I save pada 20 Ogos claims report. I need to choose the folder claims. I need to choose the folder claims. I click over here, I press open, and then another box will appear. Maksudnya, when I pilih the folder claims, another box will appear. Lagi satu kotak akan keluar. I need to click combine and load to. So what I do is I click over here, combine and load to. So my dear friends, kalau kamu boleh lihat perkataan combine and load to, sila type nombor 4 dalam chat box. If you can see combine and load to, sila type nombor 4 dalam chat box. So I'm going to click combine and load to. So another box will appear. So you need to choose the worksheet. So rupa-rupanya the worksheet that I want to consolidate is nama dia claims. You see here, step number 4 adalah, step number 4 is, so my dear friends, thank you for typing number 4. So another box will appear, pilih claims worksheet. You see here, kat sini ada perkataan claims, that is the worksheet. So I'm going to pilih this and press OK. So once I press OK, you will see another box will appear, and I'm going to choose pivot table. So you tekan pivot table, you tekan OK, and just like that, you dah import dah. You dah tarik dah. So right now, what I need to do is, I just have to just tick the claim date, and I just have to tick the amount. So what Power Query does is, Power Query telah import the data. So now, you don't see the magic. Contohnya, bila saya pergi kepada folder ni, so dalam claims ni, kita ada berapa file? Dalam folder claims ni, kita ada satu file saja. We only have one file, which is January. So if I go back, February ni I letak ke dalam claims. February I put into the claims, and now when I go here and right click, your mouse got left click, got right click. So what you do is you use your mouse, you tekan right click pada pivot table, you tekan refresh, automatically dia akan keluar bulan January dan bulan February. But of course your manager will not see the dates. Your manager maybe prefer the monthly reporting. So yang ni boleh tekan right click pada date, you tekan right click kat sini because when you press right click over here is a bit different. You kena tekan right click pada pivot table, and then kamu kena tekan pada group, and then I choose months, I press OK. So dia akan tunjuk January, February. So what happen is, let me show you one more time. So just say I select this March, I put dalam claims, and I right click, refresh, automatically dia tunjuk March. So now when I go here, bulan April, I masuk ke dalam claims, and I right click, refresh, dia akan update accordingly. So maybe let me do one more time. Kalau Mei sampai August, masuk ke dalam claims, and when I right click and I refresh, so we have May, June, July, August. So let me show you. So just see, bila I click the claims ni, kita ada 8 file. So 8 file, and if just say I tarik balik, that means August, July, June, May, April, March, February, I masuk ke dalam file ni. Okay, I put it over here, and then when I right click and refresh, automatically dia keluar January. So my dear friends, if you learn something new, can you type number 5 in the chat box? I need to repeat this again so that you can get a clarity. So this one is using Power Query to automate the reporting, but it's not there yet because we will learn many other things as well. So what I need to do is I can delete. I want to delete again. Wait, let me just delete all this. Okay, I want to go here, and let me just click here. Let me do one more time. Sebab tadi I go slowly. So let me just do one more time. Let me just right click all, right click this, and delete. Okay, so let me just delete all this because I don't want to do again. So let me just delete because otherwise it will be redundant. So let me just delete this again. So right click and delete. Alright, so delete the group and just press delete. Okay, so right now we do have no queries because I want to redo again so that everyone gets the magic, because just now I was stopping to enroll to admin new attendees. So let us do one more time. So sekarang ni kita nak buat apa adalah kita sebenarnya nak import. How we import? Menggunakan Power Query. So Power Query, you have to bear in mind, Power Query is available Excel 2016 onwards. So kalau you menggunakan Excel yang lama, 2007, 2010, 13, tak ada. So how to know Excel version? Tekan file, tekan account. If just say your Excel, you buka you punya Excel, your Excel tak ada account, jangan risau, you tekan more, M-O-R-E, you tekan more, you tekan account. So kat sini akan tunjuk what version, whether it's 2016, 2019, 2021, 2024, or you are using company 1365. So let us do one more time to understand about this Power Query thing. So I'm going to go to data, get data from file, from folder. So get data from file, from folder. Tekan kat sini, a box will appear, you pilih the folder. You kena tahu, I don't know what is your work scope, your job scope. You kena tahu what is your folder, and then another box will appear, combine and load to. So over here, kalau you tekan combine and load, it will load as a table. If you press transform data, it will go to Power Query. Those who use Power BI, they know what is Power Query. But I'll just follow the notes, combine and load to. Tekan kat sini, and then another box will appear. What you need to do is you choose claims. You choose claims, you press OK, and then another box will appear. You need to choose pivot table. So what I'll choose is, I'll choose pivot table, I press OK, and then what I'll do next is, okay, so this one I want to remove, and this one I'll rename as claims, because we do have so many worksheet. So this is the worksheet, pivot table 2. So I will just tick the amount, I tick the date. So here we have the date. If you want to do the grouping, you right click the date, you go to group and you select months, press OK. So kita ada bulan January. So what I want to do from here is basically I want to do some analysis. Kita menggunakan Power Query. Kita use Power Query to do the import and compilation. Now we will study pivot table. We will study pivot table. So why I want to use pivot table is, satu adalah saya nak buat summary, a summary report. So what I'll do is I want to create a summary report, a monthly summary report. Okay, number one is I want to do the monthly summary report. Number two is I want to actually do analysis, finding the allocation, finding the trending, and finding the year to date. Okay, so bukan sekadar monthly summary report, I also want to know the category. So category maksudnya sekarang ni kita ada month and amount. But if just say I don't want the month, I want the category. So category pula kita boleh faham ada meals, ada mileage, ada office, ada travel. So normally people who work in offshore, people who work as an auditor, dia orang banyak travel. So when they travel, dia akan menggunakan claims for travelling. Sama ada they travel by car, they travel by aeroplane, or they travel by KTM, ETS and so on. So this is the analysis. So the notes here is I want to do the analysis and I want to know siapa yang asyik claim. So which employee claim has the highest claim? So we want to understand that because dia bukan kerja 𝗘𝗍𝗿𝗄𝗃, dia lebih kepada we want to make sure that the company doesn't lose money. So that's the intention. So now the claims ni, of course what I want to do is I don't want the expenses, I will take the months. So pada bulan January we notice that we have about 4,745. I want to right click over here and I want to click on format cells, number format. I click on number, I click 1000 separator and I don't want the decimal place, I press OK. So now my manager able to see clearly. So kita ada January 4,745. So right now what happen is bila saya masukkan the February ke dalam claims, so and I right click and I refresh, apparently pada bulan February we notice got 5,700. So wait, let me just close this. This is blocking. I hide all floating panels and yep, maybe this one is okay. Maybe I close this. Kalau ada soalan boleh tanya dalam chat box Okay, so right now what you're looking right now is kita ada January, kita ada February. So what I want to do next is I'll just put the amount over here. So kita ada double amount and I want to right click. So my dear friends, can you see there's a amount called there's a word called show value as? If you can see show value as, can you type number 6 in the chat box? There is a word called show value as. Okay, thank you for typing number 6. Let me repeat again how I have these two RM. Dia senang je. What I need to do is I use my mouse, I tarik the amount, I tarik the amount, I letak bawah values. Sekarang kita ada 2 RM. So now bila saya tekan right click and then when I go to show value as, like some of you type number 6. Why? Because when you see the word show value as, I told them to type number 6 and then you go to percentage of grand total. So rupa-rupanya apa yang kita boleh faham adalah 45% of the claims comes in January. The 54% comes in 45% in January, 54% in February. So right now I'm going to copy this, Control A. Control A means highlight all, Control C is copy and then I will paste over here. So kat sini kita ada monthly. What I want to do is I take out the months and I will just tick the expenses category. And just like that I boleh faham dah. So that means 60% comes from travelling, 20% from mileage and then we have the remaining. And then what I'll do is I'll right click, I will sort largest to smallest and just like that your manager can understand. So rupa-rupanya 60% of the claims comes from travelling And if they say I want to copy this and I paste over here, so maybe I want to know who is the highest claim. So I take it over here and I take the employee name. So when I take employee name, I can know so who is the highest and so on. So I can just right click, sort largest to smallest, and from here kita boleh understand. So we have Suraya Lim as 𝗏000 claim, and if they say you don't want all, you want maybe the top 10, click it over here, value filter, click the top 10, and then you just put your top 10, and we do have the top 10 employees. So if they say you don't want top 10 employees, you want the expenses description, so kita juga ada maybe flight to KL, flight to Los Angeles. So we have this data. So when I right click, I sort largest to smallest, I can understand. So rupa-rupanya the conference at hotel has the highest claim, flight to the conference highest claim, and so on. So we can actually understand, we can analyze this, and just say I masuk bulan March, this is bulan March, masuk ke dalam claims, automatically you will just right click, refresh, so we can understand dah. So March is the lowest, and we have travel 61%, and we have conference hotel. So if just say you don't want the person, just say you don't want the description, you can select over here and you can put the employee name. So still we have, so when I right click and refresh, I think refresh dah, so automatically still Suraya Lim is the highest. So just say you masukkan bulan April you masuk ke dalam claims and you right click. So let me see the chat box. Okay, so my dear friends, so just say, wait, let me hide all this, hide all thing. Okay, so when I right click and refresh, so right now we do have bulan April, we do have 62%, and this is how you can see, and so on. So my dear friends, just to let you know, this is how we use Power Query to do the import, and we use PivotTable to do the analysis. But right now, of course, the presentation is not so nice yet. Kita nak just betulkan, kita nak cantikkan. So maybe instead of top 10, maybe I want top 5 employees. So I'm going to put here top 5, and we do have the top 5 and so on. Okay, so just say I put the bulan Mei, I select dalam claims, and then when I right click, I press refresh, automatically you'll see the changes. So right now it's not Suraya, it is Nisha. Nisha is the highest claim, and travel pula, it becomes 48% of the travel. So this is how you can do. So just say when I go to my claims and I select all these files and I masuk ke dalam claims, I put it over here, and let me just put it over here. So just select this again, select all this, masuk ke dalam claims, and right click and refresh. So when I right click and refresh, it will be automated, so you'll see the changes and so on. Okay, so right now what I want to do is I actually want, okay, so if you notice over here, kita ada January, kita ada travel, kita ada the top 5 employees. I actually want to add some other rows. So what I want to do next is I want to do another analysis. So another analysis is saya nak fahamkan trending. If you look at my notes, saya nak buat trending and year to date. Trending and year to date. So what I'm going to do is over here, okay, wait, just let me enroll the person. Wait, let me just just give me a moment. I need to enroll someone. So I'll go to claims and go it over here, put it refresh, and I just click here and right click refresh. Okay, let me just refresh first. Okay, so now if just say you notice over here, kita ada the monthly data. What I want to do is I want to put the amount. So I'll just put the amount and click over here. Okay, so if you notice carefully, right now what I want to do is I want to press right click, show value as, and then I want to click on percentage different from. So my dear friends, if you can see percentage different from, can you type number 7 in the chat box? There is a word called percentage different from. Okay. So I'll wait for some of you. Okay, so just type yes if you can see. Okay, because I need to admit some people. Okay, so percentage different from, I'm going to click it over here and kotak akan keluar. So I'm going to click here previous. I'm going to click here previous. So click previous. Tujuan previous adalah I want to see the comparison. Kalau kita lihat kan, pada bulan Januari adalah 4,000. Pada bulan Januari adalah 4,000. Pada bulan Februari adalah 5,000. So 4,000, 5,000. So what happens is it is actually increase. Pada bulan Januari 4,000. Pada bulan Februari 5,000. So 4,000 to 5,000 means increase, meningkat. Meningkat by 20%. So just say when I put the bulan March, I letak bawah claims and I right click and I refresh, automatically dia akan tunjuk penurunan. Kenapa ada negatif? Why does it show negative? Sebab pada bulan Februari ada 5,000. 5,000 jatuh kepada 1,000. 5,000 jatuh kepada 1,000, you get about negative 70%, or specifically negative 68%. So this is the data actually. And you can actually do more than that. So I can put the amount over here, and then I will just press right click. Then I'll go to show value as, and I will just put on running total in. Running total in is like the cumulative. So I tekan running total in, and just like that a box will appear. I tekan OK. What happened is it will show me the cumulative. 4,000 plus with 5,000 you get 10,000. Let me right click. Let me go to number format. Let me put the comma. So number, comma, no decimal, press OK. So just like that, what you understand is January is 4,000, February is 10,000, March is 12,000. So on overall, your total is 12,000. This is the running total. This is the year-to-date claims. So right now, when I just select the April, I masuk ke dalam claims. So what if you notice is, bila I tekan right click, I tekan refresh, automatically it will show me. Okay, so the total is 15,000 as of April. And bila kita lihat kan, so over here is 15,000, and over from March to April, bulan March is 1,000, bulan April is 3,000. That means there is an increase by 83%. So this is how we can actually play around and whatnot. Okay, so now we do have this monthly data, we do have this traveling thing, and we still have Suraya Lin as the highest. So what I want to do is I want to do a reporting. Of course, this is not a proper presentation, so let me just increase. Okay, let me just put it accordingly. So now what I want to do is I want to put a title over here. So here I put a title, so merge and center. This thing over here, saya nak betulkan dia punya formatting. So I go to design. You can choose any design you want. So maybe I choose this design over here. Okay, I'm going to click this. And I don't want the grand total row labels, so off. And I don't want the row labels, so pivot table, field header, and I will off it. So now it looks a bit better. Here I betulkan monthly claims. Here I tulis as apportionment. So I'm going to put it over here and maybe betulkan. Okay, this thing over here I'm going to put as trending, and just like that. This one is year to date. Year to date means the cumulative claims. Okay, and this thing the same thing also. I'm going to go to pivot table, analyze, off the field header, and go to design. You can choose any color you want. So maybe I'm going to choose this. So we have this color over here. Grand total, maybe I don't really need the grand total. This one I'm going to put here the total claims. This one I'm going to put here as the apportionment. Ataupun boleh use the word allocation. Allocation means pengagihan. Pengagihan dalam bentuk peratus. Okay, so this one here I don't want. So I'll go to pivot table, off the field header, and design. You can choose any color you want. Maybe I want to standardize with this, just this thing over here. So this is the top 5 top 5 employees. Top 5 employees. And this is the apportionment. I don't need, maybe I'll just use some other data. So let me just click this, grand total and off. So maybe I'll just put here performance. This one I'll show later what I'm going to do it. Okay, so over here what they show is, kat sini dia tunjuk monthly, month on month analysis. This one over here is analyze the category. Over here is understand the employees. Kita nak faham employee mana yang buat hal and employee mana yang has the highest claim. So right now is, what I want to do is, I want to do some coloring. I'm going to put my cursor over here, conditional formatting, and then I'm going to choose color scale. So my dear friends, if you can see color scale, can you type nombor 8 in the chat box? So conditional formatting is lebih kepada coloring. What is color scale? Dalam bahasa Melayu, color means warna, scale means ukuran. So color scale means ukuran berdasarkan warna. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to choose this and I'll click here and then I'll just choose all cells showing. So rupa-rupanya kita boleh lihat jenis-jenis warna. So the dark green indicates the highest, the warna merah indicates the lowest. So let me just do the same, conditional formatting, color scale, and you can choose any color you want. You click on this kotak, all cells showing YTD claim, YTD values, and like that dia akan tunjuk lah. So warna merah means lowest, warna hijau means highest. You can do that also. So let me just go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, color scale, and you click it over here. So you just click this, all cells showing the values, and this is how you can see. So your manager can see, okay, siapa yang tinggi and so on. So right now, when I just bring the Mei, bulan Mei masuk ke dalam claims, and I right click and I refresh, you will see there will be some changes. Akan ada perubahan. So rupa-rupanya bulan Mei is the highest, about 25,000 claims and so on. So this is how you can understand things. Okay, so we do have the month-on-month analysis, we do have the analyze the category, we do have this data. So what I want to do next is, I actually want to create another pivot table. So I'm going to copy this. Wait, let me just copy this, and let me just paste over here. Okay, so I akan paste kat sini. What I want to do is, I want to create an interactive title. So I don't want the allocation, I don't want the claims, I don't want the expenses, I only want the months. So kita ada January, February, March, April. Maybe I'm going to select this, put it over here. So kita ada January, February, March, April. So what I want to do is, I actually want to do automation di mana I want the title to show claims as of bulan Mei, claims as of bulan Mei, and so on. So this is what I want to do actually. So what I want to do right now is, I just want to do some counting. So right now, let me just show you, equal, maybe I'll just go over here, equal count A. So dia akan count lah. This is a bit technical, so I'm going to highlight all this, maybe until down, and then close bracket. So dia akan count. And then bukan sekadar count, I just want to do some matching. So I'll just click over here, match, and then lookup array is, I'm going to count over here. Alright, so you basically you can do some index also. So maybe let me just show you. Wait, let me just, I don't want the match, maybe I can try index as well. So I'll just padamkan, use index, and close bracket, enter, and yep. So basically close bracket, and yep, this is the index. Yep. Let me just highlight this again. So I'm going to highlight this and comma and enter. So dia akan tunjuk bulan Mei. So you might be wondering what I'm doing actually. I'm using a formula of index and count. So right now, what I'm going to do, let me just show you one more time. Let me just close this. Okay. So right now, what I want to do is, I want to show you, I want to name this as claims report. Claims report as of May. As of May. So let me just put this. I put here N and apostrophe and N. So dia akan tunjuk claims report as of May. So let me just increase the size so that everyone can see clearly. So as of May. So right now, what happened is, my dear friends, contohnya, bila saya tarik all this file, put it over here, and when I put it over here, so this claims over here, just let me try again. So claims, and select all these files, put it kat sini. Okay, so right now, what happened is, bila saya right click, I refresh, dia akan menunjukkan claims report as of January. So maybe I'll just name this and FY 2023. Okay, so claims report as of 2023. So now what happened is, bila saya select February, masuk kat sini, and I right click, refresh, claims report as of February 2023. And then when I masuk this ke dalam claims, and I right click and refresh, claims report as of March. So now when I select this file, masuk ke dalam claims, so when I right click and refresh, claims report as of April. So this one, of course, you don't want to see. What you can do is, you can put this into white color font so that your manager can't see. Your manager won't know what is the magic and so on. So you can change this to white color font. So right now we do have this reporting. What I want to do is, I want to use a VBA code. Saya nak menggunakan VBA code. So let me just close this file first. I close this and don't save. So I will go to developer. So if you don't have developer, what you do is, you tekan file, you tekan options. So over here there is customize ribbon. Bawah customize ribbon, you make sure you tick the developer. Kat sini ada developer, you select customize ribbon, you tick the developer. So let me go again, let me show everyone so that they can learn. So I go to file, I go to options. Over here ada options. If you don't see the word options, you go to word more, and then you click customize ribbon, and then you tick the developer. So if just say kalau kamu tak dapat cari option, don't worry, you right click and you click on customize the ribbon. So over here you select customize ribbon, you tick the developer. So kenapa kita nak pergi ke developer? Because we want to do some automation. So this one, the name of this worksheet is claims, and the name of this pivot table is pivot table 2. So what I want to do is, I want to do a automation. So go to Visual Basic, go to insert, click module. So kat sini I want to write a coding, sub update. So what I want to do is, I want to deem ABC as a pivot table. So you can actually put any name. You want to put ABC ke, you want to put XYZ ke, you want to put 1, 2, 3 pun boleh juga. Even kat sini pun, you want to put any name also can, as long dia satu nama. Dia tak boleh dua nama, dia kena ada satu nama. So deem ABC as pivot table, set ABC. So I'm going to write here sheets. So dia kena ada S, sheets kena ada S, SHEETS. And over here, the name of this worksheet is claims. So I want to copy this name, claims, copy this, and paste over here, apostrophe paste, and then close bracket, full stop. I'm going to write here pivot tables. Pivot ada 2 T, tables ada S. So which pivot table? This pivot table is pivot table number 2. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste over here. Kena ada apostrophe kena ada apostrophe, kena ada apostrophe, kena ada apostrophe, pembuka, demi shift apostrophe, close bracket, and then ABC, refresh the table. So let me explain what this means. So over here, the name, when we write a code, bila tulis coding, this one they call it as VBA. Bila kita tulis coding, kita kena start with sub. And what is sub update? Sub update maksudnya is the name of the coding. The name of the coding. That is the name. What is dim? Dim means kita declare the ABC to be treated as pivot table. So the Excel file will recognize perkataan ABC as pivot table. So let me just admin dulu. Okay, wait, let me just close this and hide. Okay, So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put here, okay, declare ABC as pivot table and let the ABC to be pivot table 2 dalam claims worksheet. Dalam claims worksheet. Meaning ABC ni is pivot table. Tapi pivot table yang mana? Pivot table bawah claims worksheet, pivot table 2. And then what to do is kamu tekan refresh. Kamu tekan refresh. Okay, so you might be wondering what I'm doing. Let me show to you. So of course you can't see the magic. I'm going to click the insert shape and let me just put it over here. So this one I tulis the word update. Okay, let me besarkan the size. Let me letak center. Let me letak middle align. So what I want to do is I'm going to right click over here, assign macro, tekan assign macro, and then I'm going to click here update. And I press OK. So sekarang ni April 2023. So when I go to my folder, bulan Mei masuk ke dalam claims. And then when I click update, you will notice dia tukar kepada bulan Mei 2023. So just say I select the June, I masuk ke dalam claims. It will be update. So dia tunjuk bulan Jun pula. And just say I select July, masuk ke dalam claims, it will become July. And then if they say August, masuk ke dalam claims and update, it will become August. So this is how you can do the interpretation. Okay, so just let me do again so that let everyone see the magic. So this is what they call update. So let me just go over here and let me click update. So it will change us accordingly. And if they say I put here my bulan February and I tekan update and I click here, it will change. So this is how you can do. So I need to betulkan something. So maybe I'll just click this, conditional formatting, data bar, more rules, and let me just choose the color, maybe green color, show bar only, all cells, and okay. So right now boleh nampak lah, this is the presentation, this is the data. So we have a report bulan Januari, Februari. Saya nak tukar kepada warna hijau, tulisan warna putih. This one I want to right click. I also want to tukar the color. So change to green color. Change to green color as well. And font dia warna hitam. Alright. So this is the update. I don't want the garisan. View grid lines. I don't want the garisan. Garisan I tak nak. So view grid lines. And just like that, dah send dah. So right now I'm going to press here right click and I want to tukar tempat. Just put it over here. So right now, contohnya every month you have a reporting. So what you do is you take the March file, you masuk ke dalam claims, and then when you click update, dia tukar kepada bulan March. So kita boleh faham dah. Okay, bulan March ada decrease this. And just say I select April and put inside claims, and then when I click update, you will notice akan jadi bulan April. So this is the reporting. This is how you can share the reporting to your boss, and your boss boleh faham dah. Okay, rupa-rupanya this bulan April ni travel is the highest, 62% and so on. So this is how you can actually prepare a full automation. So this is how you can actually automate. And not only that, you can also send an email with one click. So over here, we have so dekat coding ada pivot table. So wait, let me answer. Dalam chat box ada soalan. So dalam chat box ada soalan. Soalan dia adalah, dekat coding cuma perlu set one pivot table. Yes. Tak perlu dua table. Satu pivot table lain pun tak perlu. Okay, so I'll answer dalam chat box. Satu pivot table dah cukup. Okay, so soalan dalam chat box adalah, dalam chat box dia tanya soalan. Soalan dia, kalau if you notice carefully, dalam the coding, I tulis only this pivot table 2. This is blocking. I only tulis pivot table 2. I never write pivot table 3, walaupun ada 3 pivot table. If you notice over here, kita ada 1, kita ada 2, kita ada 3. Kita ada 3 pivot table. But kita tulis 1 pun dah cukup dah. So my online friend, did I answer your question? So 1 pun dah cukup dah. Maybe I'll just copy this and I will paste in the chat box. So we have the chat box. So yeah, I'm going to paste it over here. So this is the code. Let me go here And let me just off this. And not only that, my dear friend, kita juga boleh buat automation to send email. But not Gmail. Kalau Gmail cara yang lain. So contoh kat sini ni, I want to do right click. And let me just copy this. And this one over here, I letak kat sini. Okay, so let me, this one is blocking. So I'll just off this again. Okay, so I right click again. Right click. Okay, so right click kat sini and right click over here. I want to do alignment, align middle. So nampak nice. This one right click. I want to change the name kepada email. So just right click, edit text. I tulis email. Okay, so I want to do another code. I click here, dia terus email. Dia terus export ke PDF. So let me just highlight all this. Go to page layout, print area, set print area. So that not this one, I want to print into one page. Okay, like this. And orientation will be landscape. So maksudnya bila saya print, I want to print in this way, so that my manager can see the reporting. Okay, so how I do is, so this email ni, I click the email, dia terus email, dia terus export to PDF. So over here there is a code, memang dia panjang. So you can ask ChatGPT, you can ask AI to actually help you. So I'm going to copy this and let me just paste over here. Paste kat sini. So send PDF maksudnya the name of the VBA is send PDF. So dia akan declare lah what is the string. String means is a jenis rangkaian. So file part, PDF part. So what is the name of the worksheet and so on. So sheets dashboard. So my worksheet over here nama dia adalah claims. So I'll just tukar kepada claims. Claims. So ABC claims range value A. And this one I don't want the file part. I want to put at a different place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to press right click and copy address. And then what happen is I'm going to paste it over here. Okay, this is the part. Then the dashboard. Okay, so this one is claims. Okay, so this is the claims. And let me see if it works. Alright, so right now what happened is bila saya open ni, automatically you see claims report as of April 2023 to the sender, and this is the message. So let me just close off this. So kita ada email, kita ada subject, kita ada body, and kita nak display pun boleh, nak send pun boleh. Kalau send, you write here SEND. Kalau display, you tunjuk display. Up to you. So what I want to do is, contohnya kita ada reporting So bulan Mei, I tekan the claims, and then I go to my report, I just tekan update. So will show me bulan Mei. And when I right click, assign macro, and I just click here send PDF, I press OK. So automatically it will email the claims report as of bulan Mei. Claims report as of bulan Mei. This is the email, this is the subject, this is the thing. And the thing is, the beauty is, let me show you. Dia bila you buka PDF kat sini dah ada dah. So this is the PDF for bulan Mei punya, and so on. So the thing is, what we learn is, kalau ada kerja banyak whereby you need to update, you need to do compilation, you need to do analysis, you need to email to your manager, you can actually select this, put this into claim, and then bila you tekan update, it will automate. So yes, let me show you. There's a question in the chat box. Let me open the chat box. Okay, chat box. Where's the chat box? Okay, if we set as send, dia akan auto send without display ke? Yes, yes, betul. So I'll answer. Let me show you. So let me off this for a while. Hide holding false, and let me just write here send. SENT. So bila saya tulis kat sini send, okay, bila saya tulis kat sini send, so let me show my email. So my email, then you can see dia send ke tak. So I'll go to my email. So email sekarang, this is last week. So right now what happened is, bila saya tekan email, what happened is, automatically instead of showing display, now when I go here, of course they will take some time to load lah. So depending on the internet connection, I can pergi kat sini and update. So sometimes will take some time to update. So eventually will pop out over here. So to answer your question, so maybe let me close again and show you. So sometimes it will take some time to load. and eventually dia akan send. Okay, it'll take some time lah. So kat sini ada updating the folder, and after that it will just eventually send. No mind, so let it we can wait actually. So eventually dia can auto update and eventually will send lah, as so on. So if we tekan send, it will automatically send. So if we tekan display, it will automatically display depending on your needs. So it will take some time depending on the internet connection. So just say I click here refresh or update, it will auto send. So this one is only applicable. Maybe let me just try and see instead of D. Yeah. Okay, so I dah tekan D dah. I think we can try SEND. So automatically dia akan send kiranya. Okay, I think it will work eventually. Let's see. There you go. So it is SEND. Saya yang salah. It's not SEND. It is SEND. So to my friend yang tanya tadi, did I answer your question? So basically you need to write SEND. So maybe we try one more time. So bulan Julai, I masuk ke dalam claims. And then I do what? I tekan update, I tekan email, and when I tekan email, what happen is dia akan send the bulan Julai punya report. So over here you will notice adalah Julai punya report. So the word is not SEND, it is SEND. So my dear friend, did you study something new? If you study something new, can you type yes in the chat box? So let me just do the last one. The last one is August. So masuk dalam claims and I click here update. So this one is relevant when you do an automation whereby you need to compile, you need to do the analysis, you also need to do some what is the claims category, who is the top 5 employees, and so on. So yep, I think I got issue something. So if you understand, if you don't understand, you can type your questions in the chat box. So sekiranya kalau kamu ada apa-apa soalan, sila tanya dalam chat box. If you have any questions, maybe alright, so I'll wait for the questions. Yeah, alright, so that's all. So kalau ada soalan boleh tanya. The recording I will send via email nanti. So the email later I will send. So if you have any questions, you can ask. So this is all the codings actually. So basically it's an automation, Excel automation, whereby you do a compilation and you do PivotTable to do the analysis. You use conditional formatting. Kita menggunakan conditional formatting because we want the coloring. Nampak nice, nampak gemas, and so on.